And then he said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills.
I can't catch a break, guys.
Yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys.
People think, oh, well, cleaning your room, that's just a cliche. It's like, yeah, really, eh? Just go ahead and try it.
If people had any idea how powerful sleep is for healing from anything, and the fact that it's free.
My mind is absolutely bulletproof, solid as a rock.
Podcast. And we are live. Mark, thanks so much for joining me on the podcast today.
No worries at all, man. Pleasure.
It's always nice to talk to you, Mark. So just a wee quick rundown, Mark. You were with us now for just a little over 11 months. Since you started with us, you went from 46% body fat to 33% body fat. You've lost 31.2 kg or 68.84 pounds or 4.9 stone. All right, absolutely incredible. Really, really impressive stuff. What is your secret?
Secret's just listening. That's number one. Secret's listening, tracking. I think it's more in the mindset, and that's something that kind of was drilled into me on day one. You know, that sort of way. It's getting your head in the game first of all. If your head's not there, there's no point in even trying. You know, that sort of way. It's knowing kind of that what you want from it. You know, that sort of way. There's no point in going in half-arsed about it. You know, you have to know what you want from it, what you want to do, and make sure your head's in it. I said, there's no point in going in and just dilly-dallying around. You know, you need to know what you're doing. Speak to you, get the plan in place and get it started is kind of the hardest part, is getting it started, I'd say. Knowing that there's something there that needs to be done.
Yeah, so where were you before Fighting Fish? Just kind of an introduction to anybody who doesn't know you. Who are you? You know, what do you do for a living? What does your lifestyle look like?
Before Fighting Fish, I was working in retail, so that would consist of working early mornings right through to late nights, and it was kind of just, it's kind of hard to get a break when you're working in retail, so it was kind of just snacking on the go, eating crap on the go, energy drinks on the way to work at 3 o'clock in the morning, so you're not falling asleep at the wheel, driving to work, things like that, and it wasn't leaving a healthy lifestyle at all. You know, that sort of, it was just getting by day to day. You know, that sort of way. You didn't know what was coming around, you know, that sort of way. Health, fitness, that, like, the way I was going was on a bad track, you know, so I needed to do something with myself. So it was kind of, can't remember what actually was the reason. I knew that I had to do something, and it was an advertisement on Facebook I seen from yourselves, and I just said, you know what, I'll give it a go. I know I need to do something. Now's the time. There's no point in wasting any more time about it. Just go in, have a word with. So I went in and had a chat with Stephen. But talking to Stephen, I would have known Stephen from when he was a year or two ahead of me in school. Went in and had an honest chat with him, told him what I wanted. He said, yeah. So he got me in with Chris the next day, and we had a meeting and got things set out, got the ball rolling.
Okay, cool. Was there anything specific kind of about the ad that triggered you? You were kind of like, oh yeah, I like the look of that, or, you know, oh, that seems like it might work for me.
Boxing. I would have had an interest in the boxing. That was something I wouldn't have been. Look, I've tried going to the gym before. I've tried boot camps before, and yeah, you know, you enjoy them for a couple of weeks, and then the next fad, you know, you just get bored of it and you're back to square one. But it was kind of the boxing that was different for me and trailed me in this time, and it was something that I had an interest in. I had done back in 2016. I had done a white collar MMA event in Dundalk, so I knew I had an interest in the fighting and martial arts and things like that. So that's what enticed me into Fighting Fish, and that's something that I grew to love in there. So
yeah, it's nice. It's a nice aspect of the workout to kind of lift weights, do your core work, do your body weight, and then it's like, right, let's go on bags.
Yeah, get some anger out as well.
That's it. Yeah. That's something funny enough. I was actually listening to kind of people talking about kind of like they were talking to their kid, and they were like, this kid's like 6 or 8 years of age, or maybe 10, and it's like, you know, it's like, what do you like about the bag? I just like getting you angry. It's like you're 10 years of age. What are you angry about? It's like, I'm not angry about it. Like, it's just in me. You know what I mean? People just have this kind of inherent anger that just be let off steam. I find it's definitely
therapeutic or something.
Yeah, it's definitely makes the workout a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
And what kind of led you on? Were you always overweight, or did you used to be in shape and you were kind of gaining weight, or?
I was always yo-yoing, Brandon, to be honest with you, since as long as I remember. I was always a big kid, that sort of way. But like, as I said, like I was active. Like, I used to do a lot of sports. Like, I played soccer, played Gaelic, played hurling. I was playing ice hockey for a couple of years as well, up to a strong enough level. But it was always that up and down and moving in between weights. And I was never comfortable, that's what I was never comfortable in my body. I was never happy with my body, Always knew that there was more I could do. I knew I had the ability, because there was back in when I said on the white collar MMA event, like I dropped serious weight for that as well. And then you just kind of got taken away from it, and just the next thing happened, something happened, my work, or there was always an excuse more. I'm not going to say something happened, because it wasn't. It was an excuse, and that was something. And it's with join yourselves, as I said, it was more of a mindset thing coming in first of all, and I'm completely different now. Like, just in, how do you say it, like, more confident in myself. I suppose that's number one. Is the confidence I've gained in joining Fighting Fit. It's a different story now. Like, I don't see myself ever going back to the way I was. I don't even, like, I could never do it again. That sort of, the confidence now is just sky high. It's rocketed for me.
Yeah, and I think that's super important. And so I hate to put you on the spot here, but like, what would like what's different? You know what I mean? Like, what is it about like this time now? This is different. This is the time where that there's no more yo-yo. It's I've changed now for good.
I think it's knowledge.
Okay.
And that's something that I spoke to yourself and Chris about before. It's always, again, knowledge and confidence. I think they're hand in hand. Not that I'm saying I know what I'm doing now. Obviously, I'm still learning. I'm still getting there. There's still a lot more I need to know. But I feel like I know where I was going wrong. I know what was happening. I was going wrong. And to be honest, I wasn't enjoying myself. Yeah, as I said, I was doing the boxing, I was doing bits and pieces here and there, but I wasn't actually enjoying myself. Now this thing, like, I can go to the gym now. I'm actually looking forward to going to the gym. When the gym was closed there for the 3 months of lockdown, at the start I said, oh shit, this is going to be the end of me. That's what I know I'm going to go to back square. But I didn't. I was at home. I went and bought all the stuff I needed to keep things going in the house, keeping myself maintained, keeping myself right. And I did. And then as soon as yourselves were back open, I think it was one of the first ones there, the first day, first class, ready to go, raring to go. So I was, loved it. And that was a massive test for me, the lockdown. Yeah. And delighted I came out on the other side of it the way I am. And I've lost weight since lockdown. There's not a lot of people who have said that. Like, it was just, that's what shows me it's clicked in my head. That's what I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying going and working out. I'm enjoying doing classes. I'm enjoying everything about it. So
that's amazing.
That's what's kind of triggered it.
Hey, what did your routine look like in lockdown? How did you juggle it all?
See, that's the thing. I don't actually have a set routine of what I'm going to be doing. It's kind of the way my sleep pattern is, as you know, because we've been fighting it this past 10 months, is trying to get my sleep in. Number one, I don't get my 7 or 8 hours sleep a night. I be up for work at 2 o'clock in the morning, which with the child and that as well, it's kind of impossible for me to get the 8 hours down in one block. So I try, maybe if I got 4 hours sleep, I'd make sure I was getting my other 4 hours. I'm trying to get myself 8 hours a night, 4 hours somewhere else. But I was always fitting my sessions in between my work and my sleep. So it's kind of, the sessions were taking a back seat, but at the same time, I was always keeping in the frame of mind that I need to have my hour block set in somewhere in that day, especially around the class timetables as well, that I could get it done. In the lockdown, I was always trying to, so if I would work 3 early shifts in the morning and so that'd be starting at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I could be coming back home at 3 o'clock in the evening. So if it was them, I was coming home from work, getting my sleep, and then back up, food, and then training. And then the opposite, if it was a late night shift, was up early get myself up early in the morning, train, food, and then back into work again. So that was the way I was working.
It's safe to say you're pretty tired when you're working out.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to somebody who is maybe in a similar position to just, like I said, I mean, I can't imagine like that's got to be probably one of the most difficult energy juggling tasks to do. So you're basically exhausted off a night shift, going to sleep, then getting up in the middle of the day, having something to eat. How do you find the motivation then to lay down another workout or to knock it up and just eat shit?
We spoke about this earlier on. I found the book The Secret to be massive. A vision board. So I have on the back of my door in my room, I have a vision board set out, and that's with, I have on the vision board, I have my weight that I started on and a picture of me. I have in the middle is like I've done like on stars sort of thing, and so in the middle is the weight that I'm currently on now, and on the right hand side is the weight which I want to be, and a picture of someone who I admire, who I look up to, who I look at a lot of their stuff online on Instagram and things like that. And you know, not saying that I want to be like that person, but something that I know that how hard they work, and it's actually The Rock and the stuff he puts up online and that, you know. So I know how hard he works, the stuff he puts up, and that kind of motivates me, you know. That gets me moving. And sees what I want to do. Yeah.
So you basically kind of got a picture of an ideal, a picture of you now, and a picture where you don't want to be. Yeah.
That's it, 100%.
And would you recommend anybody struggling to listen to The Secret? You feel like it's inspirational?
Definitely, yeah. Kind of just get your arse in gear, you know, that sort of way. Stop thinking of the negatives, and that's something I would have always been, especially in working in retail. You're working more as a reactive rather than proactive, and being reactive would kind of be a negative kind of looker and a negative outlooker and looking thing, you know, that sort of way. If it happens, fuck you, just panic, you know, that sort of way. But I'm more of a proactive person now, and I'm looking to set myself up, and you know, and that having that picture of the past really stops me from knowing where I was, so knowing where I don't want to go back to, you know, that sort of, and that's kind of what a lot of The Secret was kind of setting out what you want, start thinking of the positives, you know, that sort of way. Think of positive enough, good things will come to you. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Set a goal. I mean, like if you just kind of, if you keep your head down and you walk forward, you could literally end up anywhere. But if you literally have if you turn your body and face the direction you want to go, it doesn't matter how fast or slow you're going, you'll get closer to it. Like I said, it's like, so right 10 months ago, you were, let's say, the old Mark Teather, and you basically set a marker, let's say, for The Rock. And now you are closer to The Rock than you were to Mark Teather before. Simply just by putting your vision and your sights on The Rock and saying, that's, and I 100% agree. I literally have picked, you know, David Goggins to be a big model for me. You know, it's like, what would David do? So it's like in any situation, it's like, what would David do? You know, it's like he wouldn't have a lion. You know, he wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do that. He'd do X. And you know, having that bit of a role model for making the progress, it will sway your decision, especially if you like them. And like for me anyway, like my mindset is like, I imagine David's judging me. You know what I mean? So it's like I want David to like me. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make a decision that David be like, fuck's sake, forget that guy. He's a loser. He's a waster.
What he asked,
I like, well, fair play. You get after it, son. You know, that sort of way.
Get it done. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. You need that role model, and if you haven't got that role model in your life, you know, like I said, reading a book, you know, somebody inspirational, somebody who's doing the work that you want to do. Look at them, listen to them. Imagine they're your role model. Imagine you've got a relationship with them, and kind of listen to the advice that they're giving. Because, like I said, loads of these people, like The Rock, he is literally putting videos out on his phone specifically for you, you know, specifically for somebody, you know, get after it, get up early, do the work. And he's hoping to inspire someone, and he has, you know what I mean? So it's like, there is people out there who are actively trying to motivate people who are in that situation. And I feel like you made a fantastic decision in kind of coming to us, because not only do you kind of have that Rock vision, but then you also have somebody who is literally in person to coach you and kind of knows you interpersonally. And
definitely.
And can actually keep you accountable. You know what I mean? Because, you know, The Rock doesn't know whether or not you're doing the workout. So it's important that there's actually somebody who knows where the fuck is Mark? Where is he? He said he's going to be here, which I don't think has ever been a problem, Mark. Let me see. What else you got? Yeah, so what's your biggest achievement? What's the biggest obstacle you overcome, or what's on the highlight reel?
Biggest achievement obviously is the weight that I've lost so far. Like it's said now, it's 79 pounds is what I have from the day I decided I was going to do something about it to now is 79 pounds lost, so 36 kg.
Okay, so even more than I've said at the start. 36 kg. That's savage.
Because I'd done a week and a half with yourselves before I'd actually joined up the membership. Stephen brought me in and showed me around and gave me a week and a bit free trial, you know, that sort of. And that's the first day that I went into Stephen. I'd weighed myself before and then, and to now, yeah. So it's 79 pounds. That's the biggest achievement. Like there's no way I ever thought I would have been able to do that, but now I'm looking at it and I'm kind of like there's so much more to do as well, you know, that sort of way. So that's kind of brilliant because I'd set my goals so many times and hit it. I'd smashing goals every week. I think in my first 3 months I'd lost 3 stone. Yeah, I'd hit 1 stone every month. So it was my first 3 months with yourselves, I'd lost 3 stone, and that was well beyond what I'd expected now. So I've a bit more to go now, but I'm happy. I've got a clear path there. I have my ultimate goal that I have there, and no one really knows about, and that's staying with me. But I have my set markers along the way, and I think that's very important. And it's something that you kind of, I think it was you and Stephen had entailed that in us, that yes, you can have your ultimate goal, and yes, you don't know exactly when your deadline is going to be, but it's you need to have the road markers on the way, you know, setting it out. So breaking it down bit by bit. I'm going to be here by such a date. I'm going to be here by such a date, and keep pushing it on, you know.
Yeah, that's it. And so how much weight would you reckon you do have to lose before you'd be like, all right, cool, now it's time to take the eyes off the weight loss train?
I'm pretty close. Another 5-6 kg, and I'd be happy. It's more I want to start targeting the physique now rather than the weight. So I am keeping an eye on the weight, going where it's going and making sure it's not going up rather than down. But it's more the physique is what I'm kind of looking at now, and building a bit of size and shape to myself. So that's the plan for the next foreseeable future.
Really, man, that's 100%. I mean, like that's. It's honestly, it's one of the, I remember, it's funny because I remember one of the days you came in here, like literally the first day, and I said, look, Mark, if you do the work here, you could literally be our biggest loser. You know, like you could literally lose, because I think you had lost a stone at that stage, or maybe you actually hadn't lost anything at all. And I remember after that, then it was a stone a month, every month for how long did you continue on that path?
For 3 months. 3 months. Yes, a stone a month for 3 months.
And then after that, how much weight were you racking off a month, or?
It was changing. So a stone a month. I wanted to lose my target was in the first month I wanted to lose a stone, and I says, right, that's done. Take that off the box. Forget about that. Start again. So my new start weight is this. I want to do another stone a month. So I done that. Second one, third one, and then after that, I think it was it yourself. I think it was yourself or Chris. I can't remember. And I went in on one Monday morning. And I was after the night shift, weighed myself in, and there was I think it was the half a pound on, and I was fuming with myself. And I think it was Davy, it was you or Chris, and he pulled me aside and goes, what the fuck's wrong with you? I says, I'm after putting on like half a pound, a half kilo, whatever it was. And the two of you kind of one of you looked at me and goes, what? It's like, you're after losing 3 stone. Don't be fucking worrying about it. Get in, do your work. Next week, we'll worry about it. Next week, and it was so I started changing my target then £2 a week. So just kept knocking them off, and then different things happened. Like it was pretty much steady. It's in around £2 every week, 2 weeks. So happy enough with it. Yeah, keeping it going, and then that was that. A holiday in between it in Vegas kind of set that GI. But look, we got back on track after that.
Yeah, and I mean, like that, it's such a great thing, and it was. I mean, like that was like even you going on holiday for me, like that was such a like I felt so happy about you going on holidays because you'd earned it. Like I've got so many people that kind of come here and see, I get nervous when they tell me to go on holidays. I get nervous because they haven't done the work to earn that holiday in a sense of their goals, because they have a goal of losing 2-3 stone. They had lost 2 pounds in the last 6 weeks, and then they say they're going on holidays. Like, no, you're gonna gain 6-7 pounds. You know,
and it's so easy done as well. You know, that sort of way. My fitness pal has been massive for me. You know, tracking everything, I know I'm going to get you started on that now, but your luck.
If
Yeah, it's
anybody
been
wants to hear
massive.
my opinion on MyFitnessPal, check out my Instagram. I'll not
Massive,
bore you again.
yeah, my fitness pal is massive, and I just literally threw it by the wayside when I went on holidays, obviously, because I was just like, fuck that, fuck this, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm away for
Yeah.
2 weeks now. And I did, but it's so easy. Like, I think I racked up, what was it? Was a half a stone I put on there, 6 months, but I 6 months, 6 pounds, 6 or 7 pounds I put on in them literally in 2 weeks. And it just shows how easy it is when you just forget about literally everything, that sort of way.
Yeah.
What I've been taught, what I've learned, that sort of way. But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change it. When I went back in, I'd probably do the exact same things. But sure, look, you need to enjoy yourself. It's the balance, I find, as well. You have to have that balance, or you'll send your head mental.
Yeah, and for me, it is a case where, like, some people, they don't do the work and they don't get that guilt-free trip because they have this shadow in the back of their head where they're this big black cloud of, I know I'm trying to lose weight. I've been trying to lose weight
If I had to work
for the last
hard
12
those
months.
extra 3 weeks before we went, yeah.
And like I said, it's like you, like 100%, you got a guilt-free holiday. You got to gain 6 pounds of fat or weight in general, and know it was coming off.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had no doubt in my mind that you were coming back and you're like, yeah, well, whatever weight I gain, I'm going to lose. But this holiday is about me having fun.
Yeah, but it was something, man. I think it was actually the mindset class we done back in January, and I can't remember who brought it up, but it kind of resonated with me as well. Like, you need to have that wee break and that wee release, but again, you need to be prepared for it as well. That sort of way. So I knew if I was going to, now I haven't touched a drink now since I came back from Vegas, so that's 5 months now I've gone without touching a drink, and I don't miss it at all. But if I knew I was going out this weekend, it was kind of having that plan in place that you could set up for that. So making your deficit that wee bit more Monday to Friday. If you knew you were going out on that Saturday night, so Monday to Friday was allowing for your Saturday night. So you're not kind of throwing anything by the wayside. Maybe saving yourself an extra 300 calories a day. Monday to Friday is giving you that wee bit of an extra. And think of it as money in, money out in your bank account. That sort of giving you that extra wee buffer then on your Saturday. Was something that was a massive thing for me. If I knew I was doing something, well, then allow for it. I sort of worked that wee bit harder Monday to Friday and allow for that day at the weekend.
Yeah, that's A plus. That's exactly the attitude to have if you're looking to succeed. Because again, it's so hard to kind of get this across to somebody who's not succeeding, but it's like you have to give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to get like you can't go out in the weekend and just say fuck it, 7 days a week. But like I said, to say to yourself, look, I know I want to have a good time here, but it's going to cost me. And I tell you what, instead of paying the price, I'm going to start saving. I'm not going to take out a loan and start paying back with interest. I'm just going to save up the money all week, and like I said, then we'll go crazy and have a good night the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. It works.
Spot on, Mark. Cool. So what would your advice be for just kind of anybody sitting at home, unmotivated, maybe they're a member of Fighting Fit, they just can't get that get up and go. They haven't made that mindset switch yet.
So I done the same. I was hemming and hawing before I started, and kind of you're making excuses for yourself, I think, and that's something I'd be very to the point. That's what I wouldn't be one to hold things back. If I had something to say, I'd say it, and it's just making excuses for yourself, I found, and I'd done that for so many years myself, and I just stopped allowing myself to do it, stopped allowing myself to make excuses. You're lying in bed on the 7 o'clock in the morning. It's easy to just, and it's something that done my head in. It's easy to just put in the group chat, dying in the hangover in bed and saying, not going to make this class. That's sort of, I'm called into work, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Just get up and get it done. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand there's some things that do happen, but for me was, taking that step, that sort of getting out of, just one foot out of bed, saying thank you, getting up and moving, getting it done, is, you'll feel so much better for it. And I think it's the initial step. You just need to throw yourself off in the deep end. Just do it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get that across. It's just that discipline of actually just taking the action and sucking it up.
Yeah. Just get it done. That's sort of, no one else is going to do it for you. People are going to walk on eggshells around you. Like, I knew that I was overweight. I knew I was heavy. I knew I had work to do, but no one's going to say it to you. You know, that sort of way. Any of your family, your friends, they don't want to say it to you. You know, that sort of way. They're more of, you know, I would have been quick to just fly off the handle before, you know, that sort of way. Someone had said something that to me, I would have fucked them off, you know, that sort of way. I said, yeah, go, you know, saying negative things out to me. I don't want to know about that, you know, that sort of way. I'm my own person, I do what I want. But now, you know, you kind of, I'm a lot more open-minded. I'll listen to people. You know, I can talk about things. I can have conversations, something that I couldn't do before. I would have flown off the handle very quick. So
How did you overcome that?
I don't know. I think it comes with. I don't think I overcame it. I think it comes with the nature of the beast. You know, I think when you're eating crap, you feel like crap.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it comes from. You know, that's sort of way. It's all in the head. You know, that's why you're sluggish. You're feeling down. You don't have the energy. And that's something I found with my diet changing. That you've got that energy. You've got that extra lease of life. You know, you're moving faster. You're doing things quicker. You're ready to go. You know, I'm not tired anymore. You know, that's what I was making excuses. You know, after working a 13-hour shift, I went home. I'm going to lie in bed. I'm going to order takeout, or I'm going to, you know, eat this crap. I'm going to eat that crap. Could you not just come out and go for a walk, or come up and kick ball or anything like that? No, I don't have the time. You know, I'm after working 13-hour shift. I'm tired. Now it's like, you know, I'm going and getting it done. Right, go get me 2-hour, 3-hour nap, get sleep in, and then I'm up. Make a plan for yourself. Get your food in. You're feeling 20 times better. You know, that's sort of like I'm fizzy. I think it was more back then. I was emotionally tired, and now it was. If I'm going for a nap after 13-hour shift, it's because I'm literally physically up. You know, that sort of way. Like, so that's the difference now. And I think it's more food rather than along with the mindset. But I think food is a lot to answer for there as well. I think what you put in is what you get out. And I think if you're eating crap, you're going to feel like crap. And repeat it again. Like.
Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a sickener for anybody listening, because that's essentially what it is until you make the change, you know, it's like you're not going to feel the benefit. You know what I mean? You're actually not going to be able to overcome that awful feeling until you actually make a switch first. So essentially, guys, anybody listening who's looking for that little bit of advice, the onus is on you. You know, it's like you're going to have to trust the process. I mean, like I always say it again, like we here at Fighting Fit, like we did not by any stretch reinvent the wheel. What we doubled down on is coaching. You know what I mean? Like our classes, you know, we have boxing to make it fun and interesting and exciting, and you know, keep people interested. Weight training, you know, it's simple stuff. It's not any kind of crazy exercise. A little bit of mixture between resistance training and cross training. Get out there, hit your steps, 10,000 steps or minimum. You know, live that active lifestyle. The nutrition plan, like I said, we're pretty flexible when it comes to nutrition. You know, eat protein. You know, mind your calories and try and eat whole foods. But the thing about it is, until you put that plan into action, you know, nothing's going to change. You know what I mean? Like for something to change, you have to change.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's next, Mark? What's next? What's the next goal? What's the next big step for you?
Next goal is start lifting heavy up. That's and start building. That's what I want. I want to start building. So that's next plan. I have started stepping. Kind of the whole lockdown kind of shut that down for me. When you're back lifting 5 kilo dumbbells and you're like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? But you're look, we take hits and we roll with them. You know, that sort of way. So back now, stepping it up. Got my plan in place. So that's my next plan is to just start building. Start taking control of it.
Do you feel like your identity's changed? Do you feel like a different person? Do you feel like old Mark was a different person than you? Do you feel like you're trying to step into a new life?
100%, and it's kind of great hearing it from different people as well. Like I would have been one to lock myself away. You know, that sort of way, be very quiet, wouldn't have much to say. You know, that sort of, if we were on a night out with the lads, I would have kind of snuck away. You know, that sort of way, I wouldn't want to be in the limelight, wouldn't want to be out. But now I'm just a totally different lad. You know, laughing, joking, can take the piss. You know, that's where I get the piss taken out of me. You know, you can have all that. You know, that's where before you would have been so self-conscious. You know, that's where you would have been walking around, you would have been covering yourself up. You know, you would have been just afraid of what people are going to look and say. But now I couldn't give a shit what anyone says. You know, instead of doing my own thing and move with it. You know, so that's the massive thing. As I said, going back to the confidence, it's just different person. You know, that's sort of feeling good in myself, feeling happy. Yes, I know I have a whole long way to go, and I still know exactly, but it's having them goals in place, and I think that's a massive thing to do with confidence. Yeah, I know I'm not there now, but I know when I am going to be there, and I'll come knocking on your door the day that I am there and show you. Like, that's the massive thing. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to it. And again, Mark, honestly, us and the team, you know, I'm sure the ears were probably burning you. We talked about you behind closed doors before, because you really are such an inspirational lad. Honestly, like, to come in and just smash the program the way you did, to just have that want and desire. And again, like, for us anyway, you know, and again, particularly for Stephen, I have to give Stephen an awful lot of credit for kind of setting up the systems and having the vision to do that, because you know, he changed himself, and because he changed himself and he studied and figured out how to do it. Like, people like you are and changing that confidence, like being able to, like, generally say, like I literally would have been a fragile person before and not enjoyed myself on a night out, and actually not even been happy when I was supposed to be enjoying myself. To move to a place where you are genuinely enjoying yourself is the reason that we do what we do. And I hope to God that somebody listening hears this and they can understand that it's possible. You know what I mean? If it's possible for you, you're blood, water, and flesh and bone, just like the rest of us. If you can do it, somebody else can. And you're proof of concept that the program works. If you work with the program. So I really, really appreciate you. Honestly, you're an absolute gentleman. I appreciate you taking the time to join us on the podcast, and I appreciate the hard work that you put in, and for listening to us and taking the advice on board. Really, really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, man, Ron. Really, really appreciate it. Just want to say thanks for everything you've done as well. Just for anyone who is listening, just give that text. It's either that responsive, you know. So we've all been in gyms and been in places, you know, where you're kind of afraid to open your mouth to an instructor or that, but you are literally on the end of a text, you know. These are 24/7, anything you need, anything you want, just literally drop that text. These are top lads. Thanks very much, all yous.
Yeah, 100%, dude. That's why we do what we do, honestly. Let's keep smashing it. Let's keep getting healthier, stronger, fitter, faster.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Brandon. Cheers.
All right, guys. Peace, guys. Thanks so much for joining us on the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Out.